Okay, now this is the seventh video of the 12 zodiac signs. The seventh sign is Libra. You know, Libra is the scales. They like to balance things out, huh?
Are you doing your shift?
Yeah,
Okay,
I am.
I'm sorry, I was stopped.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were doing it.
You know, the dates for Libra is September 23rd to October 22nd. You know, September 23rd to October 22nd. All right, so take your notes if you're a Libra, all right? Take a paper out, get the notes out, all right? You know, it's the cardinal modality, so it does, you know, they initiate an idea, is what that does. You know, air equals idea, and the cardinal equals initiation, like starting ideas. You know, making people, you know, think a different way. Not making them, but like just giving them that idea. They'll be the types to be like, can you could do things this way, you know, or think about things a little better for other, you know. They're interesting, all right. The ruling planet for that is, you know, Venus. So Venus is like, you know, how you show love and how you give love and stuff like that. They are the extroverted part of that. Taurus people like me, we're the introverted part of Venus. We don't go out of our way. That's Libra. They go out of their way for people and stuff. That's what they do. They go out of their way for people when they're in a positive, you know, state of mind and going good like that. But if they ain't, then they do other things. You know, you got positive and negative for every sign. You know, but like it's the extroverted, you know, masculinity since it's air. Mhm. Mm. The ruling house is the house of the descendant, which is opposite the ascendant, which is your first house, which is like the first house is like how people see you on first impressions, but you know, seventh house is, you know, partnerships and uh you know, relationships and things like that. That's the seventh house right there. And you know, you got your partnerships, you know, compatibility. The other air signs, that's a good compatibility for Libras, you know, Aquarius and Gemini, and you know, the other fire signs and whatnot. The fire signs, Aries and Sagittarius and Leos for Libra. You know, you gotta look for the fire signs and the air signs, like for good, you know, chemistry. As far as your sun sign goes, and you know, other things, I'll get those videos out later, like probably, you know, in a couple months or something. This is just my batch of, you know, videos for, you know, basic knowledge on each sign, what they mean. You see like a bull, you see a sign for the scales. The scales is Libra. They like to keep balance in their heart chakra region. You know, I'll get to that point after, you know, I go over the positive traits of them. You know, they're compassionate individuals. You know, they care about you. So peace loving, you know, cultured. They tend to, you know, care about how other people are feeling, and they like to make sure people are all right. They'll go out of their way to be like, hey, how's your day going? You know, are you feeling well? You know, they're those type of people. They'll go out their way to do shit like that. You know, they like to keep shit fair. Like when they're when they're in the right state of mind, they like to be the people that try to be diplomatic and whatnot. They ain't trying to, you know, cause problems and whatnot. They're cooperative. You know, that's what they do when they're in the right state of mind. They're positive. This is their positive traits. And the negative traits of them, indecisiveness. You know, they take a long time to do things. They'll take a long time to do things, probably because they're feeling some type of way about something. It's not always bad. It's not always good. They're just feeling some type of way about a situation and weighing their options out. But you know, indecisiveness can be good or bad. Sometimes it's bad. Mostly for them, it's a bad thing though. You know. they can be judgmental at times too. Be like, man, why are you doing things like this? You're gonna cause this to happen. They go out of their way to, keep peace. But when they do it, it's like, man, they're doing too judgmental of how one person goes about doing things. They might, come off a little pushy and whatnot. Like, people don't like shit like that. I personally don't like it, but if they're coming at the right time, I might appreciate it. Like, man, I'm really not trying to, start a fight with somebody. They'll come in and be like, hey man, you don't gotta do shit like that, man. You don't have to go fight that person. That guy's doing other stuff. Just, let that shit ride. They're that type of guy, and they do things like that. They're cool friends like that. You know, the archetype of the Libra. They're some lover boys too. They're peacemakers. That's what they try to do. They try to make things flow good. They don't want to, start problems. They're diplomatic. They're like, man, we much rather just, not fight, so niggas don't have to go to the hospital and pay hospital bills and cause them, delays. They don't like shit like that. They're like, let's just, do this, what we have to do, and not fight. We can settle it different ways, like, physical competitions, and like, we could, throw up some weight, or, run, sprints down, like, see who's faster. They'll challenge you, but they won't, be too aggressive. It's passive aggressive nature with the Libras, but it ain't a bad thing. I'm saying it's not a bad thing, because I have a Libra Mars, so like, that's how I move around. That's like sexual desires and all that stuff. I'll have to put that out in like my Mars video, like, and break down what it means when it's in each sign. I'll have to put that out there like later though, like months down the road, y'all. Months down the road. And then the colors for Libras is pink and green for like good luck and whatnot, y'all. Get your green and pink and put it somewhere on you. If you're like a Libra, like I said, they're ruled by the heart chakra, the yang version of it, so they'll be more outgoing, extroverted. That's what that means. About, showing love and whatnot. And that's a great, sign to have if it's in your, like, Venus sign. My Venus sign is something else, but it's close to, the way Libras operate, but not exactly. And the day for the Libra is Friday, since it's ruled by Venus, and that's what today is. And I'm initiating, the idea to get this shit out to y'all and stuff today on, like, Friday, the day of Taurus and Libra. I got y'all today. Like, I'll put y'all out there, and I'll put all the other signs out there just to get this little segment done, and then I'll put probably an anime video up like next Saturday on some real stuff, y'all. I'll let this like marinate, because people ain't putting comments in the comments. I love that stuff, y'all. If you're my friends, or like my my family, or just, subscribers, some regular people that just want to know about astrology and watch this stuff, hey, go to the comment section and just, tell me what you want to know. And, if you want to bust my balls on certain things, like, you don't think that this is like this, or this is like that, that's not accurate, Darius. You can do shit like that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with, like, criticism and whatnot. I don't have no problem with that, y'all. You can do that stuff with me. If you're Libra and you agree with this video, just be like, hey man, you're spot on. Can you make me a birth chart? Like, I make birth charts, y'all. But I'm working on getting the program for that, so I can make it real nice and not hand drawn. I used to hand draw them for people, and if I hand drawn one of you people like a birth chart, come through and I'll make you a new one that's better. It looks better, looks nicer, and all that stuff. But you gotta pay some money though for it, unfortunately. But if you come at me with respect and stuff, where I've done one for you before, I'll cut you, a price in half. Like, I do a simple birth chart for, $4.44. All right, and then I do the detailed one. I'll do for $8.88 for like houses and all that, houses and aspects and all that. That's what $8.88 gets you. But if you're just after the houses, like not the houses, but the planets and whatnot, and your sun and moon sign, I can do that for you for $4. You know, $4.44. But if you're, you know, cool and you sub and you do things in the comment section, you sub to the channel, you put things in the comment section, I'll drop your price to like maybe $3 or $2. I gotta see what people do. This is like bait basically. If you either take it or you don't. You know, there's other YouTubers out there that do this stuff better than me, but I like this stuff, so I'm gonna still put it out there. I'm putting out basic information, y'all. You want me to? You can put in the comments like, "Hey man, who do you know that's better?" And I'll put you on. But I ain't gonna do anything yet until y'all ask the questions. Like, I heard what you said, but we want to know more. Can I go somewhere else? Yeah, you can go somewhere else. I can put you on to other people who know this stuff. You know, I watched their videos like 3 years ago. I was like really into like other people like Dolo and Tan astrology and you know other people, Pure astrology, and you know that's just a few people I remember off the top of my head. But you know I'm into this stuff deep. But people make you feel like, hey, you know you're this way, you're that way for making astrology videos. You know I live with my mother, y'all. So like I was raised by her, y'all. So you know this shit is like almost. It ain't like that. Second nature to me. You know, I got this on my mind all the time. Like, I go through life and I look at things and I'm like, astrology. I wonder what that person's sign is. I wonder how they think, how they operate. You know, that's the type of stuff I do, y'all. So, you know, I went on a little spiel for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I'm sorry, y'all, but you know, I had to get this first video out of the next half of the Zodiac signs, but I'm getting the rest of them out today too. I'm just gonna grind through them and tell you basic information. You tell me if you agree or you disagree, or if you have other comments or you want a birth chart. Hey, hit up that comment section, and you know turn on that notification bell for subscribe. You know I do anime over here too. Like you know I do both both on my channel. You know this is cool shit. This ain't no boring shit, you know. We can do some other things too, but you know, you gotta know what the name means first. This is Darius the Green Angel signing off on this one. All right.